and welcome to Pancake Talk Tuesday. I am so delighted to have you guys here. I am going to be cooking up some delicious conversations, and I look forward to sharing them with you. It's from your girlfriend next door, Andrea.
Sometimes you just gotta go there, right? Woo! Yes, guys. Today, honey, we having coffee and conversation. And the thing. I had to pull out that Dietrich hat on you guys today. It's about that spirituality. What? We talking about the desires of the heart. Woo! Woo! Let me get it together, guys. Yes, he is. Woo! Everything good to you. Praise him too. Yes. Hello, neighbors. It's your girlfriend next door, Andrea. How are you guys doing? Whew, it was a long weekend, right? Guys, honey, I didn't have time to cook any pancakes today. I figured we could have a little coffee and a good conversation because some stuff has just been on my spirit, you guys. I like a lot of cream. Can you see that? This coffee is dark. I have just been thinking about friendships and relationships, and you know, when you have situations, especially when you're a woman, you have situations that you're involved in that, you know, you didn't mean for them to go that way. And, you know, it's just really, 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 really difficult when you are, you know, a woman of a certain age and you want your relationships to work. And as you get older, you try, and you may say something that someone else disagrees with, and they may not know how to explain their side of the story, so they harbor information, you know, whatever the situation may be. But I don't even want to talk about that today. That's just something that's on my heart. I really want to talk about the desires of the heart and going through and going forward with the things that you should be doing. And you guys know this is hard, especially when you start off something, you like, okay, this is really, 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 really what I think I should be doing. I think this is my calling. Whatever your spiritual, you know, aspects are, whether you're a Christian, Buddhist, whatever it is, you still have a desire of the heart that there's something that you want to do and go forward with. And a lot of times we second guess ourselves. This weekend, because it was Memorial Day weekend, one of the things I was asked was, you know, you're the girlfriend next door. What exactly do you do? Or, you know, what is the girlfriend next door? And so it gave me, you know, some time to think, because I don't have to rehash this a lot to different people. So it gave me an opportunity to explain to everyone that, you know, as you go through your life, you have, you know, all the stages, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, and all the stages that you go through. You have relationship stages, whether it's your intimate relationships, your girlfriend, guy-friend relationships, you know, sibling relationships, relationships with your family, whatever it is. A lot of times, you feel like you're in a situation alone, and you think that, you know, perhaps you're the only person going through it. And in a lot of cases, you may find that it's easier to speak directly to a stranger than it is to even speak to, say, your best friend or you know, someone that you feel close to, because a lot of times if you really said what was on your heart, you may feel like they will judge you later on or use the information against you at some point. So I want this platform, and I think I've said this before, to definitely be a place where we could talk about everything. We could talk about relationships, we could talk about friendships, pretty much what I'm saying. I'm the girlfriend next door. You don't know me personally, but if I receive an email and you're asking me a question, definitely I would respond to it anonymously and rehash how it feels to go through certain things. I mean, we all, especially I talk to a lot of women who have recently been married, recently had their first child, and it's a lot when you're dealing with in-laws, when you're dealing with family members, all the different things that go into those things. It's not a very easy transition when you go from one stage of your life to the next. Whether you're dealing with divorce, you've been with someone, your high school sweetheart, and you guys just decide to call it quits. Whatever the situation may be, it's not necessarily easy. So this weekend, again, to sum that up, I guess, is to say that's why I created this platform, is to be able to talk about those different things. But going back to the subject today, which is desires of the heart, I have mango cheesecake today. Mango cheesecake. I was going to get a slice while I was talking to you guys. Can I do it? Bring my plate over a little bit closer, because I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't have long limbs. Oh, come on. There we go. The desires of your heart is tough. Because traditionally we were all taught to, finish high school, go to college, pick a major, finish that major, go to grad school. Some of us have PhDs. If you selected a major in high school and and I actually do have friends who, they knew from the time we were in 8th, 9th grade, they knew they wanted to be, whatever it is, a teacher, nurse, whatever it is, they knew that. And those are the, a small percentage of people who are really very lucky. I mean, that's how I look at them, because for myself, I'll be honest with you, I've tried multiple things, but they all seem to come back full circle to one place. But I was always willing. I remember taking an assessment test, and in the assessment test they kind of assess you for where you want to go or what you want to become in life, and you end up talking about, for me it was psychology, hence, but I didn't do it. But I could see, based on my personality, who I am today, how that would have been a very good fit for me. And a lot of us, like I was saying, a lot of people are lucky enough to have selected something that they had a desire for as a child and went for it, and it worked out for them. However, a lot of us have discovered and had an opportunity to get to know ourselves a little bit better. And once you're taken out of certain environments, you see that you have other interests, and once you see that you have other interests, then your heart starts to open up to other things. And that's when it strikes you where you have people who've been doing things for multiple years. You have people who are studied a certain subject for many years, and here you come in, you're like, oh my gosh, I would really love to do this. It's awesome. I think I was recently talking to a girlfriend who told me she get chill bumps when she looks at interior design, and she really feels like that's something that she would love to do. But because like many of us, she looks at her age, she looks at her situation where she's a mother now. How do I pursue this? Well, how do you not pursue it? I mean, do you have a job that's just so fabulous you love to go to every day, and it makes you feel the way you said interior design makes you feel? Or are you just not open to the challenge? So a lot of times you know, having the desires of your heart is not easy. And having not, that's not what I want to say. Going after the desires of your heart is not always easy, because you will have that pull, but you look at the circumstances behind it and how to get there, and it's not easy. But the thing that you have to realize, the people who have made success in those industries, they didn't have it easy as well. It took time to build anything. I know how it is to build a portfolio of work. Even if you have to start out as an assistant on the weekends, take a part-time job doing something, or going for, it's just a matter of you fulfilling that need, you fulfilling that desire. And then honestly, the reason I was saying the song I selected today, God is Good, you really have to trust and believe in whatever your spiritual belief system is. You have to have faith, because you cannot complete this life based on what you think in your head. It doesn't work out that way. If you look back over your life, I can almost guarantee you will see miracles that have appeared in your life at different times, and you're just like, wow, I wonder how that happened. How did this particular door open for me? How did I see this? But that wasn't you working. That was something higher than you working. The universe was opening up to you for you to be able to walk into that particular situation. Currently we're talking about desires of your heart, so you can't walk into something if you don't start. If you don't put yourself in a situation, it will eat on you. It will gnaw at your spirit if you do not continue on and go forward with what you really want to do and what you really believe in. And I'm a believer that if you want something, you just have to start. It may not always go the way you want it to go. Believe me, trust and believe, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm one of those people. I'll start something, and if I don't see success immediately, it's hard. You're like, well, wait a minute now. I'm working hard. I've been up 48 hours. Portfolio looking great. I'm doing this. I'm doing that, but I don't see, like, look, my name is not Nate Burkus. I'm not on my own show. Oprah didn't come and knock at my door. But it is what it is. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I love what I'm currently doing. And it's not easy. Doing this every week, to be honest with you guys, coming up with subjects to talk about. Am I able to touch someone? Am I talking to, the audience? Am I reaching them? Am I boring them? Those type of things. You really get to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? I definitely know I'm on the path. I don't feel that way. I just want to be in a place of righteous, if I could say. I want to be in a place where I can fulfill what my destiny is. And that's what, and if I'm here to help other people do that, I would love to do that. That's why you have to, go out there, shamelessly promote yourself, through your Twitter, Facebook, or whatever you need to do to put out what whether you're an artist, if you want to start, I have doctors now. It's so weird how doctors promote themselves through social media now, but they do. And just, go forward with what you believe in. That's ultimately what I wanted to say is, completing the desires of your heart and going forward, because it's hard, you guys. I talk to older people all the time. If you go forward and you stay stuck in something that you don't believe in, it's like you dying daily. It literally is like you are dying daily. That you are stuck in a situation that you can't get out of. And if I could help anybody with anything, I would say go forward with the desires of your heart. Lean on whatever your faith is. Continue on. Do the things that you're supposed to do in life. Love yourself through it. Realize you're going to have highs and lows. You're going to have tremendously great days. And you may have some very bad days. But all in all, it will pay off at the end. So, from your girlfriend next door, we having some little coffee and conversation. Okay. I wanted to sit down and take some notes and actually talk to you guys for real on how to have the desires of your heart. So let's think about this. Number one, we have to have awareness, right? We have to be aware of our inner feelings, our inner thoughts, our deepest selves. We really need to be connected to ourselves and delight. I have notes, so if you see me looking, I have notes because I want to make sure I got this. So awareness of your mind, awareness of your heart, awareness of your spirit. And in order to do that, I mean, to be honest with you guys, you have to take some quiet time and really get all the junk away from you, the TV, the radio, the cell phone, and just really focus and have some time with your own spirit, your own mind, and being aware of what's inside of you. Secondly, I don't know, for me personally, I have to honestly delight in the Lord. I have to take time to read the Bible. A lot of times, I'll be honest with you, sometimes when I'm dealing with things, I don't know what to talk about with you guys. I literally have to, say a little prayer. Sweet baby Jesus, please help Andrea bring a word so I have something to say. So I literally will open up the book and, start reading and have delight with the Lord. Well, that's what I'm calling it, or my time with God, to be able to speak with you. And that would be my recommendation, is for me, is my spirituality with the Lord. Whatever your spiritual routine is, you really have to take that time and make the connection. You have to make the connection. And number three, you really have to commit. Whatever the desire is, you have to step out, commit to it, say that you're going to do it, mean that you're going to do it, and stick with it. You have to. There's no exceptions. There's no one who starts something and have overnight success that did not put in some type of work. Like, you really have to commit to whatever your desire of your heart is. Also, you really need to stay positive. There's going to be a lot of naysayers, as we said before. You really need to, what I call, clean the closet. Have people around you. Sometimes you may not even have anyone around. You may have just yourself, because at that moment you may need to really focus on what it is that the desire is. So but if you do have people around you, make sure you guys is positive people who will uplift you, people who will commit to your dream, or at least commit to helping you along mentally and spiritually whenever you need them, that they say, they can pull you through and cheer you on. Also, guys, the next thing I would say, feed yourself with good energy. Whether it's, making sure you get your 8 to 12 glasses of water, trying to get in a balanced diet, which, we talked about that. That's a work in progress for me. It's a recommendation. I know it works because I've done it before. It's difficult, but having balance in your life with your diet, positive people around you, it all helps balance everything in your brain. Seriously, getting enough sleep, all those things. What's the next one? Oh, watch the distractions in your life. Boy, do we have those distractions. Whew. TV, radio, gossip, blogs, all types of things that can really be a negative distraction. I try to be what I call positive Polly. To really try to stay positive, and I try to laugh. Laughter is good for the soul. Laugh as much as you can, not at someone, but laugh in good spirits. How can we say it that way? Laugh in good spirits. Make sure you have a support system. Many of you have family members and different things like that will be around you, that will lift you up. I try to be a positive friend as much as I can. I mean, with anyone, sometimes I can be a little overbearing because I really want people to be like, I'm like, girl, you want to be a cheerleader? Girl, we can make you a cheerleader. Girl, let's go buy this outfit. So whatever you need to do, you know, surround yourself with positive people and have positive things in your life. If you need to, I mean, for me, I watch Super Soul Sunday, Joel Osteen, Bishop T.D. Jakes. You have to keep your spirit fed. Whatever it is, if you want to, you know, read positive quotes off the website, you know, post those things around your house, your refrigerator, your bathroom mirror, whatever you need to do just to start your day off on a positive note, please do those things. And lastly, you got to put in the work. You have to put in the work. I mean, once you discover it, you have to put in the work. And it's hard. It's hard. Oh, I stretched my eye. It's hard, guys. It's hard, but it's so worth it at the end. It is so worth it at the end. So I will just say, you know, once you discover it, commit to it, work on it, and 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 over and over and over. And you know, like they say, do what you love and love what you do. Because I love y'all. Y'all my neighbors. You know, I have to always come over and get a cup of sugar, some flour to make some pancakes, or let me see, some meal for some cornbread. And lastly, you guys, it's always healthy to create. And what I mean by that is when you are younger and, you know, when you're in, you know, grade school, whatever, you're always creating. You're always tapping into something within yourself. You know, get a hobby. Do something that's outside of the ordinary. You know, whether you take out, you know, I live in the DMV area, so whether if it's me taking my camera, going out, just looking at new flowers, taking photos, just create. Find, touch, feel, and find something that you really love. And lastly, fill your heart with goodness. Fill your heart with goodness. It's important. And be good to people. Love people. Even when they can't love you back. You love on them. You pray for them. And you just keep it moving. I love you guys. But you know I gotta dance by too. Yes.